limitless. The ability to break free. To experience golf in ways you never thought possible. Taking your game to levels once only dreamed of. Welcome to the next generation of golf. This is EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Hello again, everyone. This is Rich Lerner here to walk you through some lessons on how to play EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. We'll start with lessons that teach you how to set up different shots. Let's get started.
Hey. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. No. There you go. Chegou. Yeah.
In the world of professional golf, there exists
no.
Club filled with legends, household names, rising stars. A club where membership is earned. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship.
This is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie.
Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number.
No. Ah, sim, tens 4 tacadas para fazeres tipo mais ou menos aí isto de entrar no buraco, estás a ver? Mas depois ela prolonga e aí vais perdendo mais pontos. Mas eu ainda estou a apanhar a manha do X, que eu jogava isto com o analógico, estás a ver? Isto com o X é a barra enche mais rápido. O gajo tem que dar. Aí já foi muito. Agora vai ser. Tenho que mudar
Frank,
as
not
opções.
close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Control layout. Não. Setting. Acho que era assim que isto estava. Hã? Eu compro.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Yeah. Mas para isso lá está, tenho que fazer um X.
Well, still a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to think at the end of the day he's forgotten about that.
Man,
O que é que eu virei?
I just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. So, 2 over par for the round.
Ih, muito mal.
How about this second par 5?
Esta
Well, if
já
you're brave, you
teve
try and flash it
sem
down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again they catch an errant tee shot.
Agora esta ainda não teve. Não.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Está no buraco.
Should be safely on deck.
Ah, dá mais força.
That was a solid strike and a good result. These putts keep the round together.
Entra. Epá, esta
Frankie
merda
took
do
plenty
campo a
of time on this
descair é
birdie
que me
putt. He
mata.
looked at it from
Foda-se.
3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots.
Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. And getting ready for the putt. one over par early on in this round. And we pick up action at the fourth. Frank, you know this. You can't win a tournament in the first round, but you can lose it. As we catch up with our featured golfer, they need to turn this around just to make the cut.
And turn it around now.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, the approach here to the fourth is fraught with peril, isn't it?
Three distinct levels here. There's that sort of small piece in the front right. There's that left side of the green and that top tier on the right.
Esta vai lá dentro, foda-se, tem que ir. Que é isso? Entra.
That would be a great look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Oh,
wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Did the job right there. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Moving into the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and Frank, you can feel the pressure building.
You certainly can, Rich, and I expect that we're going to see more of what we saw yesterday, which is some fearless golf. And these guys are playing for a PGA Tour card, and they're not backing down.
All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
It's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left, mounds to the right. This is it. You've got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. The second shot now to the par 4. Tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Hey, foda-se.
Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts.
Já
Drop
mexi
shot
demais, já
at the
mexi
14th
demais, já
hole.
mexi demais. Onde é
It's
que
at
ia
sneaky
inventar?
distance.
Estás lá dentro ou não estás? Não está.
That looked for all the world
já
like it was
perdi
dead
para
center.
I've got no idea how
Já
that
estou a
missed.
resolver isto.
Just a
não
tap
sei.
in to finish the hole.
Lá para dentro. Ai, que novo agora.
Frank, how do you explain what we saw here?
It's a mess. It's probably the easiest way to put it. This is a case of anything that could go wrong. Not just probably, it did.
Também estou a aprender a jogar, por acaso. Só joguei ainda uma vez com o Jamaica a fazer certo lado.
Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at the second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie, but if you miss, that big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's two little pop bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down. Oh, this is right at it.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Ei, outro campo. Este campo descaiu.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for three?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. The extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is too close. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star? Someone like a Keegan Bradley who jumped right out onto the PGA Tour and won the PGA Championship in his first ever start in a major.
Well, this player that I'm looking at right now, yes, and I mean you out there. Look at that. A prodigy since the age of 2. A lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for you to finally get to this point. And, well, time for me to watch, time for you to play.
Suddenly a ray of sunshine with that birdie.
There is hope. Now on the top 25.
Frank, a couple different ways to watch golf as a fan. You could follow your favorite player for a number of holes, or you can park yourself in one spot. I think one of the better ones is the hill behind the 17th at TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, and that's why the reaction of the fans is so different. If you followed that player the whole way around, you've lived and died on every shot he's hit. Meanwhile, if you stuck at a hole, you want to see some tragedy, you want to see some great shots, and consequently you get that divergence of different type of fan.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
We haven't seen a whole lot of that,
Esta
Frank,
foi
but
linda.
that has to feel good. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer, Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot. Safely on the dance floor.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
No.
So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Clean this up with a tap. Frank, it has been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey. So 2 rounds in the books. Frank, that was fun.
It certainly was. It bodes well for the weekend. Saw a lot of good players that seem to actually have a good fit for this golf course. That bodes well for the next 36 holes.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present 3rd round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he will certainly gain on the field. Should be safely on deck.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game. That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
And setting up here in the rough. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Settles in over the putt. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. You give it, and it taketh away.
Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. 14th hole, 481-yard par 4, ranking second in difficulty, Frank.
Yeah, this one always gets overlooked, Rich. You've only got to flick the drive a little left, and all of a sudden your round just gets completely wrecked. Ask BJ Singh. It cost him a Players' Championship. Many a player there has dealt with that left side. You will pay the price.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. This is the second shot at the par 4. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. Frank, there's nothing like catching a bunker shot just perfectly. Splashes out, lands softly, and just runs up to that hole.
Yeah, it's like 3D. There's the component in the strike where it's going to land, and then the third part of it is how much will it roll.
And the solid play continues. Pretty good approach shot right there.
This is an awkward length.
Foda-se, que tanga.
Dropping a shot here late in the round, Frank, with that bogey at the 14th. So a tester from 4 feet.
Oh, that was nasty.
That's an outrage right there. I mean, if there's a high commission of golfdom, we need to consult them right now, because it's just simply not fair, Frank. It's not.
I think the people above are frowning on the people below.
Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right. This is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Continuing his fine play. Another beautiful approach shot. Getting set now over the putt. Frank, the good players continue to play good golf, even if they're not winning or in the top 5.
Yeah, that position's starting to look a little brighter than what it was at the beginning of the day. Now in the top 25,